let's move to the conversation stack. I got to give you some stuff you can take away. Here's gold. Work with me on this. I just want you to remember 7 pictures. Okay? So I'll say the picture, you say it back. So we get a little action here. The first picture is, I want you to see a picture of a brass nameplate. 4x8 sheet of brass with your name on it. What was it? 4x8 sheet of brass with your name on it. On top of the brass nameplate is a dollhouse with rocking chair legs. On top of the brass nameplate is a rocking chair legs. Jammed on top of the chimney of the dollhouse is a leather work glove, like an oil field glove. So jammed on top of this is a... Okay, so we got 3 pictures. They are the... Next one. Dollhouse. Work glove. Work. You've got 3 pictures. Jam through the fingers of the work glove. You see, if you work with me on this, you'll have the pictures. I'm going to hardwire it for you. I'm going to do an instant hardwire, which is almost impossible. But we'll do it if you work with me. Jam through the fingers of the glove is a 747. What is it? 747. Okay. So we got 4 pictures. We got a brass nameplate, rocking dollhouse, glove, 747. Jammed through the windshield of the 747 is a huge tennis racket. Okay, right through the window. Jammed right into the window. You'll notice that all the pictures are linked. The Dale Carnegie guys, they've heard this before, right? Jammed through the window is a tennis racket. Jammed through the strings of the tennis racket, busting some of the strings out, is a caveman's club. What is it?
Caveman's club.
Okay, review. We got the dollhouse, work glove, 747, tennis racket, cave club, and screwed into the end of the club is the biggest light bulb you've ever seen, bigger than the street lights. 850, high pressure sodium, screwed right at the end of the club. So now we got 7 pictures. We got the brass nameplate, dollhouse, glove, 747, tennis racket, caveman's club, light bulb. So I got them on the slide in case you forget it. But the 7 pictures is how you could drop. I could parachute you into any place, and you got 7 sets of questions. If you ask these questions all day long, people will talk to you all day long, and they'll cough up their information. They'll give you their names, address, and phone numbers, and they'll say. So, the brass nameplate. What is the sweetest? Dale Carnegie said the sweetest sound to any person in their language is the sound of their name. So when people say their name, I usually say, "Wow, what kind of a name is that? What's your last name?" Dawes. What kind of name is Dawes? Well, of course, it's a Scottish name. He's going to tell me something about the name. So people love to tell you about their name. They'll tell you more. They'll tell you about their ancestry. They'll tell you how the family came to Canada or wherever. Right? You start asking about the name, it's just a big deal. They'll talk all day. You're not even saying. You just ask a couple of questions. If you do 3 of these questions, everybody that talks to you will say, "That guy is the greatest conversationalist I ever met." You didn't do any talking. Ask them about their name, and they tell you about their family and their whole history right there. Bye. Sometimes I never get past that. But if they dry up on me, then I go to the dollhouse, which is what? Where do you live, or where's home, or where have you lived? Whole bunch of questions. Not your street address. And I'm not asking for their house number. I'm just asking about their home, right, and their family. People love to talk about family, right? You have grandkids. If you've got grandkids, they'll talk all day about their grandmas.
Yes.
See, I see the grandmas in the room, right? I can see them smiling. The grandkids will talk. They'll talk about the grandkids all day. Now, the work glove. What do you do? But dig it deeper than that. Where did you learn what you do? It's one thing if the guy's an engineer, but where'd you go to school? Because that's when the stories come up. See, what he does is connected to where he learned the trade or where he got the degree, and they love to talk about that because were their college days better than their current working days? They'll talk about and then if they talk, if I get them talking about those 3 things, I've done this for years, okay? And by the time I get them down to about this one right now, Camille and I talked for like 2 minutes this morning, and I find out he went to school in Montreal, and the high school he went to, my high school used to go there for track meets. And chances are that he was at the high school when I went there, because we're like about 2 years difference.
I went into your website and